Here we go. Yes, thanks for joining me. I want to express my appreciation the fact that you've taken your time and a quick notice. You're an undergrad student at UNCC, also you're a transfer student, so I appreciate that as well. And I want to ask you a question about the financial aid website and internship opportunities. Ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
We're here, man.
Can you share your experience of integrating from a your previous university as a transfer student into UNCC?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I transferred from Clifford Technical Community College, UDCC, somewhere in High Point,
Okay.
where I finished my associate degree.
Mhm.
And very different. This school is huge compared to a technical campus, you know what I mean? Huge. A lot of people walking around all the time, so very different. I had to adjust to that. But I really love it. You know, there's a lot of things to do here, and I'm like very excited for what's ahead. You know what I mean? So it hasn't been because the classes were like basically the same difficulty and everything, so it wasn't very different in that. But a lot of people all the time, a lot of things to do, extracurricular activities over here now. So a lot of time management. So that's mostly what I had to focus on.
Okay, I saw that you had stocks and bonds on your mind as a finance major. What inspired you to major in finance?
Finance, well, I like math. I always been pretty good at math, you know. But there's a certain level of math that I'm not good at, you know, trigonometry and all that for engineering. So, but I really like the math that's involved with finance, you know, all the percentages and all everything. That kind of math I'm really good at, and you know, if it's something I'm really good at, you know, why not continue at it? And I also like networking, you know, meeting with people, a lot of social stuff like that. That's included in finance, you know. So
Okay.
that's what inspired me to do it.
Okay, now the fact that you're a student,
Yes, sir.
have you had any dealings or experience with the UNCC financial aid website?
I have not. I gotta be honest.
Okay.
The financial website.
Yeah, the financial aid.
Oh, the passport.
Yes.
Oh, the
Well,
passport.
you got FAFSA, that's
Yeah.
the application to qualify for
Okay.
financial aid. But UNCC has a financial aid website that allows you to look at what scholarships and grants are available. And you can reach out to the staff to get any type of assistance or counseling.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But when you envision doing that, and what do you expect if you go to the financial aid website? What is your experience from a visual standpoint from just integrating with that particular website? What would turn you on? What would turn you off?
On the website.
Yes.
Well, I don't remember. Let's see. The website, I think it's very important. Right now, like I'm pretty lucky, you know, with the passport. I think I can, and my parents help me out, you know, and everything. But for other students, you know, that I know for a fact that it's very useful website for a lot of students, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people struggle with the budget and things like that. But I gotta be honest, I've been on top of that myself, you know, I've been doing my own research and stuff like that on top of that. So that's the only reason I haven't gotten into a bit more. But I know it's probably a very useful website for a lot of students. I honestly haven't listened to it.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned
Sure.
about your parents and able to finance your education.
Mhm.
How will your parents feel you were able to go to that website and save their money?
Hmm. Oh well, my
The
parents.
grants. The grants is free money.
Yeah, you're right. What is the scholarships?
Yes.
Oh, I definitely gotta look into that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what year? Your first year at UNCC?
I'm a junior.
Junior. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This
You
is my
came in as a junior.
this is my second semester here at UNC Charlotte.
Okay.
So junior, my second semester here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how about internships? Have you sought any internships?
Yeah, I got an internship coming up this summer for Lowe's.
Okay. Now, how did you get that internship? Was it through a website or
Well,
department?
well, first I want to say that when I got here from a community college, I had no idea how important an internship is, and I didn't know the importance of having a resume and a LinkedIn or nothing like that. So I had to start getting on top of that since my first semester here, and I started getting involved in extra curricular like organizations like Alpha, Association of Latino Professionals for America,
Okay.
and they have a lot of networking opportunities. And there I got to meet a lot of recruiters from a lot of different companies that I'm very interested about, like banks and stuff like that. But one of them was Lowe's, and I got to meet a recruiter there.
Mhm.
So like, he talked to me about it a little bit more. So I just went to the website and applied.
Okay.
And,
Now, being a Latino
so,
American, do you feel that you have been accepted at the school in terms of getting those services such as internship and maybe financial aid?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I'm very happy because, like I said, I'm very part of as Alpha. You know, and just like Alpha, there's a lot of other organizations for a lot of different groups and everything like that. But for Latinos specifically, there's a lot of fraternities and sororities, and there's other organizations too. And I like how connected everything is, with everything else. And for me personally, it hasn't presented any problem.
Okay. Now, Alpha, does it have a website or this is based on a group that you met one to one, face to face?
I got to know them because the first at the organization showcase at the beginning of the semester.
Okay.
You know how all the organizations
Yes,
show
yes.
up, and they
So you found
present.
home.
Yes, sir. And this semester I started as part of the leadership team too. So that's like very exciting. And yeah, I got to know them like in the showcase and everything like that. And I thought they had very important mission and statement to, and I agree with them.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this is the last question.
Okay.
If someone was listening to this
Mhm.
and your insight, your experience with financial aid, as well as internship, who you want to be the recipient? Who could be a problem solver? They have other students.
The recipient for this interview?
Yes.
Well, I would love for other people that has similar backgrounds me, like transfer student, maybe another Latino student, that they know that there's a lot of opportunities out there and they just gotta chase them, and not chase them, but they're there. You know what I mean? Chase them, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. Um, I want them all to know that, that I came from Cuba when I was 13 years old, you know what I mean? So I wasn't born here or nothing like that, I had to learn English and my family came here with $500, So there's a lot of opportunities out there, and, and there's, I don't think you should be looking for excuses or nothing like that. Just push forward, you got this.
Okay. So it sounds like the school is your home to push forward, get opportunity,
Yes,
and graduate and do
Yes,
well.
very, very motivated to make my parents proud. They've been through a lot, so I'm very motivated.
Okay.
You know?
Well, thank you so much. Anything you want to add before we close?
No, thank you for this interview, man. I haven't had a chance to talk about like this to anybody.
Well, thank you too,
Yes, sir.
because I like the fact of getting other perspectives. So each person in a business universe.
Yes, sir.
We have 30,000 people, you have 30,000 unique experiences. You can't put people in a box.
So you're right.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, thank you so much.
thank you.
And I think I'm going to stop the recording.
All right.